Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we started Chapter 3 of this game. We ended up taking our midterm exams. I did pretty poorly on those. I got 3 out of 6 or 5 questions wrong. I think it was 6. 6 questions wrong. Which is bad, because that means I was missing out on 3 academy points, or whatever they're called. And, well, I'm not gonna get the last rank now, am I? Oh well, I have heard you can miss a couple of them, but 3? 3 is quite a large number. 3 is like missing a whole quest, which is not good, not good. But the questions were kind of hard. I mean, yeah. Alright, although not the first aid question, I should have definitely gotten that wrong. Or I should have definitely gotten that right. That was just me being a bummer. Afterward, we all went home, and turns out we have a new housekeeper for our dorm, because Eliza Rainford's mother, the chairman of the company, actually sent her maid here, and now we have Shannon? What's your name? Sharon, to take care of us. Caretaker. I did say I probably said housekeeper, but she's our caretaker, isn't she? She prepared breakfast for us this morning, but Eliza is not particularly happy about everything having gone this way, and our people were not kind enough to simply ignore the fact that they now know what the R in her name stands for. But, I mean, you know, Eliza could have pulled all that out of the dirt, but she didn't. Which, yeah. Also, something I'm wondering about, before we took the midterm exams, we were able to get knowledge like everywhere. We were able to read books, and it said, oh, your knowledge was increased, and we were able to do this and to do that. And in the end, it didn't matter at all. I think I did all that for nothing. I don't think that mattered anywhere, because I got 3 out of 6 questions wrong, which is BS. That's 50%. That used to be the fourth grade in our like in my school in Germany. The marks you get are ranked from 1 to 6, with 1 being the best and 6 being the worst, and that would be a 4, because at 51% you would get the grade number 3. And 3, as it is, was pretty bad in my class. My class's average was like 2.4, and I was below the class's average pretty much all the time, which is not to say that I was particularly bad at school. My school was pretty hard, but no need to further talk about that. Getting 3 out of 6 questions wrong is by no means a deal breaker. We are gonna do that much better today on our free day, because it's a Sunday and we've got a couple of tasks to accomplish. Between the 2 episodes, I ended up taking a nap, like 2 hours. I had a nightmare, was pretty unpleasant. Afterward, I took a cold shower, and now I'm here. I mean, I'm not particularly happy about things. But all things considered, it could have gone a lot worse. I mean, I couldn't have had the time to take a nap, you know? I couldn't have. And then at that point, I would have been, I guess, more displeased. But oh well. Sarah's out because she meets up with someone she knows, and now we've got all this booze for ourselves. But we wouldn't do that because we are a picture-perfect student, aren't we? Appears to be a vacant room. Anyone in their dorms? Will I get to see Juice's dorm? Whose dorm is this? That's Emma's room. Wow, I'm actually starting to believe that story about your grandmother being an herbal, like, specialized in herbal medicine. You have herbs in your... okay. What was in this room? Fee has shoes. And explosives. What are those? Is that cat food? I don't know. Oil? Could be oil. I mean, I don't know. You left your gun swords. She disassembled one of them. Cool. Laura's room. We know what's going on in here. And Eliza's room. Do. My own room. Another vacant room. Now that I think about it, Sharon moved in. And now one vacant room is going to be filled with her belongings now. I wonder, are those other vacant rooms going to be filled? This is Makiaz's room. You've got 3 sets of glasses? Dude! You've got a chessboard? Nice. 3 sets of glasses, though. That's some dedication. Okay, we've got arts. Do you have the same cat food? He has the same cat food as Fee. Something is up. Something is definitely up. Juices with a teacup. And, I mean, whatever that is. I guess that's from the times that people thought the Earth was a disc or a sphere. Not actually a ball. That's what it looks like anyways. And Elliot. They're all out. Every last one of them is out. Sharon, where are you staying? Nothing in here. Yep, that's your room. You've got a little... Cool. You've got the same herbs as Emma. I guess you would know her grandmother then, huh? I'm being facetious. Of course you don't. It wouldn't make sense. Take care while you're out, Master Rean. I shall be sure to prepare a tremendous feast for you all while you're away. I'll be looking forward to it. By the way, is what happened this morning pretty indicative of how things usually are between you and Eliza? At a glance, it seemed like you were arguing, but if you paid attention, you could tell that wasn't the case. Precisely. We've been together for quite a while now. As such, it was a relief to see that she's very much the same as she always was. Sharon seems she knows how to handle herself and how to handle any sort of situation. I can see why she has no trouble dealing with Eliza, at least. Please come to me should you have any requests. I will do everything I can to accommodate your wishes, especially since you're so close a friend to Lady Eliza. I'll keep that in mind. Oh yes, your instructor happens to stay here, also happens to stay here, does she not? I should formally introduce myself to her when she returns. Alright, I mean, I guess you can just go in here and start taking care of everything. It's nice. Must be nice. Right now I can't go to the highway, can I? The highway's beyond here. I should stay away from it for now. Yeah, especially alone. Kurt loves his sweets. His favorites are berry tart, so he's always asking me to make some. How about you try your hand at making one sometime? Berry tart? Harrison's at work and Kurt's off to Sunday school. I do hope they both have good days today. When they get back, I'll have a delicious meal waiting for them. What say we look at the berry tart recipe? Okay. We need guys in our party to make one of these. Cures petrification, huh? Starberry is hard to come across. Assorted grains, hearty powder and clear gelatin, I don't have that many of. Honey syrup. Creamy chowder. I already gave the frozen soup to Tomas. I don't have the savory herb tea that's... Why didn't I do that with Magias? I didn't look at this anymore. Don't have that. I don't think I've given him the bitter sandwich. Restores 40 CP. I haven't eaten that. Yellow liquid ooze cookie, solid omelet. I like that this has a red skull on it. It's nice. We're gonna be cooking when people get back. When we have people in our party. Oh. Kurt is out. Or so it seems. Mikt, please do tell me, what did I miss in Berea Heart? Yo, how you feeling about your first midterms? Well, I think I passed at the very least. How about you? Sitting slightly above average, I think. Would have gone better if I could have gotten my hands on a list of the test questions in advance, though. Damn, I should have seen if old man Mikt was good for it. You know, I really doubt he'd have something like that for sale. I wouldn't be so sure. Some pretty cool things end up making their way into his shop. Old man Mikt's an interesting guy, so I wind up coming here pretty often. Yeah, me too. You looking for Sarah? She's not gonna be back until later. Oh, so you already knew she wasn't in Trista? No. Real convincing there, Mikt. If you've got time to stand around staring at me, you've got time to go back to your dorm and study. Besides, those exams are gonna blindside you if you don't. I mean, dude, they're over. If you've got time to stand around, go study. What do you have? What do you have? Gives a 70% chance to make a superb dish when cooking. Gives a 70% chance to make a peculiar dish when cooking. Nice. Invigorate. Oh boy. You've got some good stuff. Here, I don't care. Three times Fortuna, huh? EP2. 100 EP aren't that good. Earth Pulse. Stimulates healing. Heals 30% for 4 turns on one target. No. One target is not what I want. Aqua Bleed, Thelia's Tiara, Frost Edge. Impassion, huh? Huh? Breath. Demonic Scythe with speed +4. Chrono Drive with speed +3. Oh, look at you, beautiful. Dark Matter with HP up and strength up. Suction, I need 2 dark matter quartzes for that. That's something I really want. That is something I really want. Galabi Fat, Chitinous Gel, Clear Gelatin. Does he really get stuff when I miss out on? I guess he must get the stuff I miss out on, but since I loot all the chests and get all the books, he doesn't have anything in here. He's probably pretty unhappy about what I'm doing now, isn't he? He's not getting particularly good business in. I spotted a maid I've never seen before cleaning the streets this morning. I wonder which of the upper class students she serves. The fact that she showed up now rather than at the beginning of the academic year strikes me as rather odd, however. This morning I was greeted by a maid I'd never seen before. She seems like quite a skilled one, too. If there's one thing you need to do every day, it's make food. Which means you need to brave the elements and head out to buy ingredients every day too. Doing so takes courage, to be sure, but what part of being a housewife doesn't? You go? You go. Becky seems pretty disappointed about her midterm results. I tried to help her study, I really did, but she wasn't having it. I suppose she's the type to be completely unaware of the trouble she is in until something bad happens. Oh, I even wanted to help her study, but she simply wasn't having it. She really does seem hopeless. Brandon. That Becky girl's a pretty good worker for her age. I'd like the cut of her jib. I think I'll give her a little bonus. Being able to cheer... I know who you are. You weren't standing at your damn counter, buddy. Being able to cheer other folks up is always a good thing in my books. Taisel's at Sunday school today. She's a good girl, so I know she's just studying away. Ah, hello, Rean. It's rare to see you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in this store's this year, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? No. Nah, I didn't do well on those exams. Maybe I should listen to you, go and study a wee bit more. Man, I didn't expect them to be this hard. I'm not quitting my jobs, though. Commerce is what I live for. Next time, I'll just balance both studying and working. Sweet cookie. 14 eggs. I don't have enough fresh milk for my life. Mature cheese. I'll buy like a couple of those. Fresh herbs. Got enough. Crisp onions. Getting close. Flaky potatoes. Don't have any. That can't be. Starberries are 80. Buy 4 of those. Acerbic tomatoes. Can't afford them for my life. Assorted grains are 100. 100. I will walk 100. No, I won't. I won't be walking 100 miles for that. I'm not gonna buy any of this. What do we have in here? Colette. Yes. Yay! All of the new summer fashions are in stock and ready to be bought. You know, last time I checked these dresses, they looked exactly the same. I don't know what's up with you. Not only that, but there's this huge clearance sale on their spring lineup. Wait a minute. If I buy these and save them for next year, I could save myself a real bundle. Haha, I'm a genius! Oh, Colette. Oh, Colette, you don't understand. That's what they want you to think. Time to buy myself a new spring wardrobe. Sure, I'm not going to wear any of it until next year, but it's the principle of the thing. Ugh, girls. It's gradually start getting warmer now that the rainy season's coming to an end. It's a friendly reminder that summer's fast approaching. As it so happens, we have the latest summer fashions in stock, so please explore your lineup at your leisure. Can't I interest you in the latest summer fashions? We have plenty of wares in stock designed to suit huge students, so I recommend you take a look. Yeah, those are not happy. Oh, speed plus 3. Speed plus 1. Oh, evasion up. Oh, evasion up hurts. Why do the men get... Oh, never mind. Yeah, evasion up on both of these, and evasion up on both... Only the males is... Only the sandals. 10% evasion? It's madness. That's madness. Well, guys is getting that. Guess I might as well buy a set, huh? I assume Guys already has new stuff on his person. So I won't need to... Let's not equip them. That's for the male as well. Because Gaius always starts out combat with increased with double the evasion he actually has. And if he has 30% evasion, he's gonna have 60% evasion for the first 2 turns, which is madness. And finally, there's the Flores and the boutique owners. Alright, I've compiled a list of every single cute girl in Trista. Ah, man, it would be great to just hop a train and travel from place to place. There's so many cute girls out there, and I want to take pics of all of them. Oh, good lord. I'm really jealous of how often your class gets to travel. It would be amazing if our club could travel around the Empire taking photos as we went. But given our limited budget, the best we can manage would be a trip to Heimdallr. Ah, well, it's not like we students can do much about budgeting situations. We'll just need to focus on getting great photos on our in our backyard. Misty, you getting to work? Orbital radios weren't nearly as common 3 years ago as they are now. It was a real struggle when I first started Radio Trista. To build up a little listenership, I used to sell radios for super cheap at bars and places like that. Man, brings back memories, doesn't it? Basically, what I'm trying to say is that radios are way more common nowadays since they are so dang affordable. Things are looking up for us. Our popularity is on the rise, and we've got even more great stuff lined up. Radio Trista is only getting started. You sold radios in bars? Are you kidding? Welcome to Radio Trista, home of the ever-popular Ab in Time. Our listenership is through the roof with how popular Misty is. The director is, of course, overjoyed by this. I'm happy for him. Listenership for Ab in Time is through the roof. Yes, I'm glad to see that everyone's enjoying the show. Misty is just enchanting, isn't she? Yo, you hungry? You don't want to be one of those students who get a heat stroke or whatever right after their midterms, do you? Get some eats to beat the heat. That was to read out. Don't get too lazy just cause your midterms are over. Some kids stop taking care of themselves and get sick. You don't really seem like the type, though, so I guess we're good. Anything new? No. Same old, same old. I like you, Fred, but not your wares. I started listening to that newfangled Orbital radio recently. It's quite the contraption. It'll even tell you the news. Feels a bit more personal to hear someone discussing the news than reading about it in the Imperial Chronicle. I started listening to that Orbital radio. I've never been one for fancy new technology, but it's quite an interesting contraption. I should have read through the newspaper before going into the midterms. But now that you reminded me, let us read through the newspaper. I bought a new one. Economy. Rainford Trade Fair opens its doors to the public. The Rainford Trade Fair is held biennially. Why is there an E and not an A? Biennially? Who invented that kind of word? What the heck? Biannually, and is an opportunity for the company to showcase its newest products to the world. This year, however, the event has opened its doors to the general public for the first time. As a result, Roer City, where the event will be held, is currently overflowing with tourists. The latest in orbital technology on show. The Rainford Trade Fair is known as the largest trade fair of orbital goods on Zemuria, showing off the latest in everything from orbital stoves to weaponry. This year, the list of new goods includes an even wider array of innovations for airships, new battle orbits, and even cutting-edge devices known as orbital washing machines. Reporters from across the continent are descending on Ruhr to cover the latest and greatest from the orbital world. Chairman Irina holds press conference. At a Rainford Group press conference, Chairman Irina proclaimed that the year to come will be one of great progress for the company. She expressed dissatisfaction with the fact that the company does not yet dominate the continent and declared her intention to seize the initiative in expanding operations even further internationally. Her comments are believed to have come as a result of the increasing profitability of the company's fourth development division. Established by the chairman herself, the cutting-edge research of that division was on full display at the recent trade fair. Their latest offerings included orbital network terminals made here in Erebonia, a new kind of battle orbment dubbed Arcus, and a state-of-the-art weaponry orbital staff. Culture, the man of the moment to appear in Ordiz. This year's Ordiz Summer Festival was looking to attract even more attention than usual, as a spokesman for the Imperial family has announced that Prince Oliver will be making an appearance. Known for his refined tastes, his appearance is sure to increase expectations for the event. A source connected to the Imperial family suggests that he may have decided to attend in order to ease tensions between the reformist and noble factions. International Crossbell election result declared. The mayoral elections in the Crossbell state to the east have come to an end, with Dieter Kreuz appointed as the state's new mayor. Mayor Kreuz had previously made a name for himself as the CEO of the IBC, International Bank of Crossbell. He has, however, declared his intention to continue in that role, managing both positions at once. That would be illegal in the real world, as you know, if you look at America and the president not being able to be the head of his own company anymore. Oh well. Considering the skill he has displayed in banking, Crossbell's economic future seems promising indeed. Gourmet report, Saucier restaurant. Situated in Berea Heart City, Saucier looks out onto the city's beautiful central plaza. The restaurant had gained quite a reputation for the exceptional quality of the food served by its head chef and owner. A reputation this reporter found to be well-founded after trying the restaurant's jewel pottage, 640 mira. The Khoisan province has recently had a significant increase in sales tax, but the owner insists that those measures have not significantly affected the number of customers patronizing his establishment. Riding Club, 9s. The summer races are almost upon us. Experience the excitement of horse racing for yourselves. Special seats are available for club members. Ask at the office. Everyone's looking so cheerful now that they've finished their midterms. I think some of those smiles might be turned upside down before long, though. Results day at Thors tends to do that. I guess there are 2 or 3 more days until this happy atmosphere gets torn to shreds by midterm results. Oh well, it's probably best for everyone to just forget all about that and enjoy the cheerful mood while they still can. You're really dragging me down right now. I mean, I hope my result wasn't that horrible. I mean, 3 out of 6, guys. 3 out of 6. It's pretty good. Fee at the flower shop. Emma not at Keynes' bookstore. So, how do you feel now that the midterms are done with? Don't make the mistake of thinking you don't have anything to study. You don't have to study now that the exams are over. I'd recommend going over your answers to see where and how you went wrong when you get your tests back. Studying regularly is something that'll benefit you in the long run, especially since you've still got your final exams and advancement tests to do too. Chronicle number 3, Intermediate Chess. Yes, a teaching primer. For Emma. Imperial Horsemanship for Juices. Already know that. Student Council Tasks, Intermediate Chess. I think this book might be a bit too high level for me. I should ask Markias about this stuff. Do, 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 do. Teaching primer. This book seems pretty handy. I should talk about it with Emma sometime. And horsemanship. This book has a lot of good information on horse riding. I should talk about it with Juices if I get the chance. Alright. I have those back. I read through them. Here. Jesus, those are not worth a lot. I might as well keep those. Eh. I hate those faceplates. Hate them. For good reason. Apparently she's the gardening club's newest member. It's so wonderful to see people's interest in gardening grow. I'll have to help her out as much as possible if she has any questions. Apparently she's the gardening club's newest member. What's with the stern look, Fee? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club. And I need to go and get the tools. I see. Sounds tough. Kinda rare to see you this serious about something, though. It happens. Sometimes. Should I give her a hand? This is pretty funny. Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yeah. Fee took out a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to Rean. Ah, what are these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called, though. Someone gave them to me when I was in the course. Had them ever since. Do you know how to raise them, then? Yeah, they told me how. And we're kind of joking about raising them with love. I don't know if that was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So does Edel. I don't know much about love, though. Then maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your course sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? I mean, the way you tell it, you sound like one big family in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe it was just, I was just being narrow-minded, though? Can't blame ya. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jaegers have than anything else. There are some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I've never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Rean and Fee bought the tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the Academy's flower bed to plant the seeds. That's it, they should bloom in a few months, if I raise them right. I hope they grow up big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Your bond with Fee strengthened. Rean and Fee reached link level 3. Counterattack, and for Rean I get cover. How do we... Cool. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Now they start to defer. Oh, well, I did that because I thought it was interesting to do the Fee event, because currently Fee was having trouble with Laura. And if I do the Laura event as well, she'll probably make a little hint, or she'll probably drop a little hint about it too. But Fee's event was pretty conclusive. Laura is actually the person she referred to when she said some people don't even believe in their existence. Because Laura seems to not like Jaeger Corps particularly much. She probably lost someone to an operation of a Jaeger Corps. There has been quite a few that involved risking people's lives. This is also one of the reasons I'm not particularly proud of the Blood and Iron Chancellor being the leader of the reformist group, basically. That's why Oliver is going against him. There's to achieve his goal, Osborn is going to all lengths. He uses every tool he has in his tool shed, basically. He actually made use of the Society for Oberos, even though he knew that they were not going to be careful about casualties, and he uses Jaeger Corps left and right to achieve his own goals, just to be able to, I guess, get more regions to join into the Erebonian Empires, in which the nobility or the class system is not involved. But they also get, like, they basically immediately join the reformist group because they are all commoners and they're all on the same level with no nobles inside of them. At least most countries aren't here. So they're all up against the noble alliance in the end. And he, well, plays the nobles out against one another as well, which makes him being in a very strong position. But since he accepts any casualties along the way, he's quite the monster himself. They call him the Blood and Iron Chancellor for nothing. Like, they don't call him the Blood and Iron Chancellor for nothing. But that's enough for this episode. For the moment, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, toodles!